Hello, what do you think about this title? Conquering the Narcissist, 6 Stoic Methods to Take Complete Control of the Situation. It may arise in your mind, do we need to conquer someone? And why should Stoicism be applied? Well, imagine you're dealing with someone whose narcissism makes every conversation tense. They are easily hurt, react strongly to every word, and tend to complicate situations because of personal emotions. So what must we do to maintain our mentality and control the situation? Stoicism, an ancient but practical life philosophy, will help you overcome these challenges. Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "The most important victory is victory over oneself." So how can we apply this philosophy to dealing with a narcissist? Let's explore together 6 Stoic methods to not only conquer the narcissist, but also take complete control of the situation. These strategies help you remain calm and rational and give you the confidence and mental strength to overcome any challenge. Are you ready to learn these powerful methods? Let's embark on this journey and explore how Stoicism can transform our dealings with narcissists. Let's learn and apply these great methods together now. 1. Use positive language, the power of words. Language is a powerful tool, able to build or destroy, soothe or hurt. Using positive language is not only a way of communication, but also an art of living, helping to create a peaceful environment full of empathy and respect. In the light of Stoicism, positive language becomes an effective weapon for controlling emotions and building solid relationships even with narcissists. Imagine meeting an old friend on the street one beautiful morning. Instead of starting the conversation with complaints about a stressful job or a busy life, you choose bright, positive words. "It's great to see you again. You look brighter than the last time we saw each other." Meet. Immediately, the atmosphere becomes friendlier and warmer. Positive language not only makes others feel better, but it also improves your mood. Positive language starts with empathy for others. Your words will become gentle and constructive when you truly understand and sympathize with their difficulties and pain. Statements like, "I understand how you feel," or "I'm here to help you," show empathy and support, creating a solid connection between you and the other person. Epictetus. A Stoic philosopher once said, "It is not the events that happen, but how we react that matters." How we use language reflects our minds and hearts. When dealing with a narcissist, choosing your words carefully is extremely important. Instead of saying, "You always do things wrong," try, "We can figure out a better solution together next time." The difference between these two ways of speaking is enormous. One increases tension, while the other opens up opportunities for collaboration and improvement. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you suffer from anything external, the pain is not caused by the thing itself, but by the way you value it, and you have the power to change that review at any time." Positive language is a tool for changing our assessment of a situation. Using words of encouragement and support, we can transform situations from negative to positive, from stressful to peaceful. Patience and positive language become especially important in an argument with a narcissist. Narcissists are often sensitive and vulnerable, so they tend to react strongly when they feel criticized. Instead of direct criticism, use gentle, constructive words. For example, instead of saying, "You disappoint me," say, "I think we can improve this together." This small language change can help reduce stress and maintain a positive relationship. Seneca once said, "It's not what you do, it's how you do it." Using positive language is not just about choosing words, but also about conveying your message. A gentle tone, warm eyes, and gentle body language create a positive communication space. Positive language is a powerful weapon that helps us control situations and build good relationships. When dealing with a narcissist, using positive language not only helps reduce tension, but also helps them feel respected and understood. Stoicism teaches us that inner peace and emotional control are the keys to living a happy and meaningful life. By adopting positive language, we not only improve our relationships with others, but also improve the quality of our own lives. 2. Active listening, the key to opening the door to the soul. Active listening is not simply hearing what others say, but a deep, meaningful action. It is the art of understanding and empathy, helping you connect with the other person. In a world full of noise and chaos, active listening becomes extremely important, especially when you are dealing with highly narcissistic people. Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous philosophers of Stoicism, once said, "The important thing is not what you hear, but how you hear it." Active listening is not only about receiving information, but also about fully understanding the meaning behind those words. This requires you to empathize with them, put yourself in their shoes, and feel what they are going through. When listening actively, you listen with your ears and your heart. You must pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and the silence between sentences. These details provide essential information about the other person's feelings and thoughts. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more and speak less. Use your ears to understand others thoroughly." In the context of dealing with a narcissist, active listening becomes a powerful weapon. Narcissists tend to be easily hurt and react strongly to what they perceive as criticism. You can soothe and help them feel respected and understood by actively listening. This helps reduce stress and facilitates a more open and productive conversation. Imagine you are sitting across from a friend who frequently displays his narcissism. You listen to them talk about difficulties and disappointments at work. Instead of rushing to offer advice or rebuttal, you look them in the eye, nod gently, and ask questions, encouraging them to share more. You might say, "I understand, that must have been very frustrating." This statement not only shows that you are listening, but also shows empathy for them. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "We learn more from listening than speaking." During a conversation, when you listen, you understand the other person better and learn a lot about yourself. You know how to be patient, control your emotions, and understand more deeply. A specific example to clarify this issue is in a work meeting. Imagine you are in a meeting with a highly narcissistic colleague. They came up with an idea but received strong opposition from others. Instead of letting the situation escalate, you actively listen to them. You pay attention to every detail, every emotion they are expressing. You might say, "You're passionate about this idea. Let's figure out how to develop it a bit more so people can understand it better." This statement helps them feel respected and motivates them to be more open. In conclusion, active listening is an essential skill that helps you connect more deeply with others, especially those with high narcissism. Stoicism teaches us that listening not only helps us understand others, but also helps us understand ourselves. Remember, how we listen sometimes can make a huge difference in our relationships and daily lives. 3. Use humor, Stoic weapon to conquer life. Have you ever met someone whose humor lights up the whole room? Indeed, you've experienced that feeling. A crisp laugh can melt away all tension and bring back lightness and connection. Humor is a way to entertain and a powerful weapon, especially when facing stressful situations and selfish people. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "Humor is an art that lightens the burden of life." When used properly, humor can create a deep connection with others, helping to diffuse tensions and reduce defensiveness. Especially for people with high narcissism, humor can be a healing balm, helping them feel sympathetic and understood. Humor is not just for friends or colleagues, but can be applied in all aspects of life. During a tense family meeting, A humorous statement can lighten the seriousness of the situation and open the door for a more sincere discussion. When meeting friends, humor can create memorable moments and bring people together. Imagine you are facing a narcissist in an important meeting. Instead of criticizing or arguing, you can use a humorous statement to lighten the mood. For example, when someone feels criticized and starts to react strongly, you can say, "We must have all taken the wrong hyperactivity medication today. We're all so stressed." This statement makes people laugh and reduces tension, facilitating a more open and understanding discussion. Stoicism teaches us, it's not the events that happen, but how we react to them that matters. Epictetus. Humor helps us change how we perceive and react to difficult situations, turning stressful moments into opportunities for connection and healing. When dealing with narcissism, humor can help relieve tension and open the door to understanding and empathy. Using humor is not just a skill but an art. It requires sophistication, empathy, and understanding of others. By adopting Stoicism and using humor, we can conquer difficult situations, confront the narcissist, and create an environment of sincere and comfortable communication. Remember, a laugh can do wonders. It not only lightens the burden of life, but is also the spice that heals the wounds of the soul. 4. Practice self-love, the soul's strong shield. In this tumultuous life, each of us needs a shield to protect our soul from the constant impacts of the outside world. That shield is self-injury. Practicing self-compassion is not only about loving ourselves, but also an art that helps us live more fully, stronger, and more peacefully. Join me in painting a vivid picture of this journey. Practicing self-compassion is seeing and accepting yourself with all your flaws and strengths. It is not about ignoring mistakes, but about learning to empathize with ourselves the same way we empathize with others. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't waste your time arguing about how to live well, live well." Self-pity is an integral part of living well. Imagine yourself entering a peaceful garden early in the morning. The sunlight gently shines through the foliage, creating shimmering streaks of light on the ground. You stroll, breathe fresh air, and feel the quietness of nature. This is the moment of self-compassion when you take the time to listen and understand yourself. Stoicism teaches us that inner peace does not come from controlling external things, but from controlling ourselves. Seneca says, "Peace comes from letting go of what is uncontrollable." When we practice self-compassion, we learn to let go of unrealistic expectations and strict standards we set for ourselves. Instead, we focus on caring for and nurturing our souls. Concrete example. Imagine you are dealing with a narcissist who constantly makes you feel tired and stressed. This person could be a colleague, friend, or even relative. They always react strongly, hurting you whenever you say or do something that doesn't please them. In this situation, self-pity is a powerful weapon to help you maintain calm and steadfastness. Instead of reacting in anger or hurt, you stop, take a deep breath, and remember that you too are worthy of respect and love. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens but how we react that matters." You choose to respond with patience and empathy, not only with the narcissist but also with yourself. You decide not to let that person's words or actions affect your mood. Remember that you cannot control their behavior but can completely control how you react. You take time for self-care, whether a yoga session, a favorite book, or simply a relaxing walk. This way, you pity yourself and protect yourself from negativity. Self-compassion helps you overcome immediate difficulties and builds a solid foundation for personal development. You learn to accept your flaws, recognize your strengths, and know you are always worthy of love. This creates a positive circle where you become more confident, calmer, and ready to face life's challenges. Remember, practicing self-compassion is a never-ending journey. It is a continuous process of learning, accepting, and loving yourself. As Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the most important victory is the victory over oneself. Take time daily to practice self-compassion, and you will see a positive change in how you face life and your relationships. So, what do you think? Start your self-compassion journey today so that each day you pass is a step closer to true peace and happiness. 5. Non-confrontation, a Stoic weapon in modern life. Have you ever felt pressured when facing unwanted conflicts in life? Fierce debates and emotional conflicts can quickly turn into unnecessary battles. However, one of the basic principles of Stoicism is non-confrontation, which helps us maintain calm and reason in all situations. Non-confrontation does not mean weakness or giving in. Instead, it's about the power of self-control and the ability to control emotions. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You are the master of your mind. No one can force you to think differently." Non-confrontation helps us protect our minds from negative emotions and maintain inner peace. Imagine you go to work one day, and everything is going typically until a coworker starts criticizing you for no reason. Instead of reacting immediately and getting into an endless debate, you remember the words of Epictetus. It is not the events that happen that worry us, but the way we perceive them. You breathe deeply, calmly, and listen without reacting. By not being confrontational, you maintain control of the situation and don't let your emotions get pulled into a negative spiral. This helps you maintain professionalism and surprises the other person with your composure. Empathizing with them, you understand that maybe they are having a bad day or have the pressures that make them react that way. Stoicism teaches us that true peace comes from controlling our emotions and not letting external conflicts affect our inner selves. Seneca once said, "Peace comes from letting go of the uncontrollable." When we apply the principle of non-confrontation, we learn to let go of negative emotions and focus on what is essential. Let's look at a specific example to illustrate this principle when dealing with a narcissist. A friend of yours, known for his high narcissism, often causes conflicts whenever he feels criticized. One time in a group chat, he misunderstood your comment and reacted harshly. Instead of confronting, you choose to listen and not respond immediately. You look into his eyes, keep your composure, and say, "I'm sorry if something makes you uncomfortable. Maybe we should discuss it further to understand each other better." This approach calms the situation and helps him realize that it is only sometimes necessary to react forcefully. Non-confrontation does not mean avoiding the problem, but finding a wise and effective way to solve it. It helps create a positive communication environment where people feel respected and heard. When you practice this principle, you protect your inner peace and become a person who spreads positive energy and empathy in all relationships. Thus, Stoicism is a powerful weapon in modern life. Non-confrontation. By applying this principle, we can overcome conflict with calm and reason, maintain self-control, and achieve true inner peace. Remember, the most crucial victory lies in defeating others and conquering yourself. 6. Non-confrontation, the power of calm and empathy. Have you ever faced a conflict situation where it felt like everything was falling apart around you? Imagine a tense meeting. Everyone is arguing nonstop. The volume gradually increases, and the atmosphere gets heavier by the minute. Amid all the chaos, you choose not to confront, maintain your composure, and focus on listening. That is the power of non-confrontation. Stoicism. An ancient philosophy teaches us that calm and reason are the most potent weapons in stressful situations. Epictetus once said, "It is not the events that happen that worry us, but the way we perceive them." By controlling our reactions, we can maintain our composure and not get caught up in other people's negative emotions. Imagine a Sigma woman in everyday life. She must avoid getting caught up in useless arguments or provocations from others. Instead, She chose to be non-confrontational, stay calm, and empathize with them. When a coworker starts criticizing her, instead of reacting with anger, she listens and empathizes with that person's concerns. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have the right to keep your soul peaceful and undisturbed by what happens outside." This is how she applies the Stoic philosophy to life. A specific example that sheds light on this issue is when she confronts a narcissist. Narcissists often feel insecure and vulnerable. They can react strongly to criticism and quickly get into conflicts. In a meeting, when the narcissist begins to complain and criticize unfairly, she does not respond with anger or confrontation. Instead, she calmly listens, empathizes with them, and finds ways to steer the conversation in a positive direction. Seneca said, "Peace comes from letting go of the uncontrollable." She understands that she cannot control other people's reactions, but can control how she reacts. By remaining calm and non-confrontational, she keeps her cool and facilitates a more positive dialogue. Imagine her sitting in a tense meeting, her eyes remaining calm, her voice soft and transparent. When faced with criticism, she doesn't react immediately but takes a few seconds to breathe deeply and think. She understands everyone has difficulties and worries, and empathizing helps reduce stress and conflict. The power of non-confrontation lies in avoiding conflict and creating an environment of peace and understanding. Applying the Stoic philosophy teaches us to control our emotions, maintain our composure, and facilitate positive and constructive dialogue. In modern life, when people easily get caught up in arguments and conflicts, choosing not to confront them can be a big challenge. However, by practicing calmness and empathy, we can overcome difficulties and become stronger people. Epictetus taught us, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." We can create a more peaceful and meaningful life by remaining calm and non-confrontational. Finally, remember that non-confrontation does not mean weakness or giving in. It is an innovative and powerful choice, helping us control situations and maintain peace of mind. Practice Stoicism in your daily life, and you will see a positive change in how you deal with conflict and difficulty. Together, we have discovered 6 Stoic methods for taking complete control of the situation and conquering the narcissist. These methods help you deal with selfish people and are practical tools for self-development and maintaining calm and rationality in all conditions. What do you think about applying these methods to your daily life? Remember, confronting a narcissist is not about winning over them, but about maintaining peace and balance in your life. Changing your perspective and reactions can turn any stressful situation into an opportunity to learn and grow. As you can see, practicing Stoic principles requires patience and determination, but the results will be worth it. A peaceful mind, a steadfast heart, and the ability to deal with conflict wisely and calmly. Are you ready to apply these methods? Start today. Practice calmness, control your emotions, and empathize with those around you. You will find that not only is it possible to take complete control of the situation, but you will also create a more peaceful and happy life. Thank you for discussing these methods with me. Please share your thoughts and experiences applying them. With perseverance and determination, I believe you will conquer every challenge and become the best version of yourself. Good luck. Please share this video with your friends and family if you found these methods helpful. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons on the channel so you don't miss the following videos about Stoicism and how to apply it to daily life.